All right. Britney Spears ABC interview about her conservatorship.
That shit was disturbing, bro.
I didn't know what a conservatorship was before this.
I've heard about this years ago.
You didn't watch the...
Yeah, I watched...
Okay.
No,
you're saying before the whole...
Britney Spears.
Got it.
Before Britney Spears.
Yeah,
I've never heard that word.
Me neither. So this is just as troubling, if not even more troubling than it was when I originally learned about this story.
It's worse.
Yeah, the details are crazy.
It's worse now.
It's psychotic.
Yeah. It's one thing to look out for someone. It's another thing to completely control everything about their life.
Nah, I heard
this should be against.
I heard it was worse.
It is worse.
No, I'm saying they said it was worse before. Like now that the public is getting a little bit of light, she's a little older. They're starting to like let go some of the reins. They said the shit was worse than it is now.
Damn.
Fam, like she can't take whatever medication she wants. She wants to have a baby. They won't let her take the IUD out. Like that's crazy,
That's
my
crazy.
nigga.
That's some slave shit.
Word, like that's
straight up
other shit.
This is insane.
That's some
Yo, she get an allowance.
The bigger question:
she gets an allowance?
Why aren't some of these things against the law?
That's what I don't understand. How is this okay?
Where are the laws that protect people against things like this?
So when you start talking that mental health bag, once they declare you mentally off, now it gives other people the right. The law gives other people the right to control your shit. If they can prove to them that you may be a danger to yourself or that you may not be in the right state of mind.
You triggering me.
No, that's what happens. Seriously.
You're still about to trigger me, and we're going to have a serious conversation
we don't have
on a
to.
beautiful Saturday.
No, but that's what you said. Like, where do they get off?
But labels and titles.
Yeah.
Labels and titles. Let me try to touch on this without speaking on where I'm pulling it from, but that's why you have to be careful about who you label certain things and how society and the government labels, and not only labels, but treats certain things. Listen, me and my mom talk all the time about when they sent me to the psychiatrist and they tried to put me on some meds. I flipped the fuck out in there. I was just upset, but the deeper reasoning was that paperwork is going somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And it follows you.
When you write this down,
and it follows you. Yeah,
and that's the part that we miss. Yeah. Like, we don't know all that follows us.
Yeah. Right.
Like, slow down. We ain't going to get to all these wild labels and titles because society says some shit, because that paper trail follows people.
True. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And
it can even follow from...
This is the worst case scenario.
From a lot of the... Well, I don't know what her medical history is, but I feel like a lot of the shit that they're pulling from is shit that happened from like paparazzi and media.
And time mark that
too
for me.
That too. So you got 7,000 people outside your house not letting you walk down the street, and you punch one of them. Now you're gonna get labeled.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit that she was doing, like it could potentially come from that. Like, yo, niggas is in your bushes with a camera lens that costs $20,000 trying to see what cereal you eating. Like, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And when you take offense to it, or when you nut up based on something like, yo, if you blocking my car and I can't get by, I'm with my kid, I'm with my mom. The second that the fucking the rear view mirror hit somebody, I tried to run them over, and that's the biggest thing on the fucking newspapers at that time. Like, it's crazy, dog. Like it's unfair.
So now, after this horrible story gets even more exposed, we have a series of tweets from none other than, you guessed it, Justin Timberlake. And Justin Timberlake says, after what we saw today, we should all be supporting Britney at this time. Regardless of our past, good and bad, and no matter how long ago it was, what's happening to her is just not right. No woman should ever be restricted from making decisions about her own body. No one should ever be held against their will, or ever have to ask permission to access everything they've worked so hard for. Jess and I send our love and our absolute support to Britney during this time. We hope the courts and her family make this right and let her live however she wants to live. Okay. I've already made my sentiments known about this particular topic with Justin Timberlake as it pertains to Britney Spears. So I'm not going to use this time to kick his back in. Kind words.
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
Kind words.
Can the wrong messenger give the correct message?
Absolutely.
That's
It won't be perceived right.
This isn't perceived right to me.
I think if you're doing it with sincerity and you're genuine, then
I'm with you.
I'm with it.
I'm with you.
Even though people might not want to hear it from you.
Now, why? Not if you're the abuser.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true. The past is the past. He may not be a current abuser. He could have learned from his ways like all of us do as we mature and as we grow, and he can send out a genuine and sincere message. Absolutely he can. Absolutely.
That's true. That's not what I'm saying is not true.
You said the abuser as in current abuser.
I'm saying the person that establishes whether that's sincere or it's taunting is the victim.
I'm lost. You lost me.
No. They can take it as I don't want to hear it from you, or because coming from you.
Justin Timberlake is widely credited for a lot of what's going on with the image and the mental health of Britney Spears. Does everyone here know that?
Yes.
I've heard.
He played a part. Yeah.
So I'm not questioning whether he is sincere or genuine. That's not my business. I'm saying from the victim standpoint, that would be Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is support or taunting.
You don't know.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
No, we don't know. But I don't know what their relationship is like today.
And because of that,
wasn't the question.
But because of that, that's why I think he should shut the fuck up.
Why? That's not for you to say.
Yeah, because
that's not for you
really
to say.
Be sincere.
They could be in a cool space. They could be in a cool
know
place.
What they in.
And he's using his platform to say that she's being mistreated.
Yes.
Agreed.
That could be. In the event that they are not in a cool space, shouldn't he shut the fuck up right now?
Yeah. In the event if they're not. We don't know if they are.
I was going to say, we don't know.
In this scenario, we're starting with what
if
they aren't.
That they are not in a cool space.
Because that's a possibility, right? And if that exists, this looks nuts. This is nuts. This is white guilt. White on white guilt. This is why are you the person that has to say what we're all feeling watching this horrible tragedy? Because you played a part in the first chapter of it? And every time this come up, he said this already. He said this a couple months ago. Who the fuck are you that you got to keep saying it? You never say it when we need you to say it. For Britney, for Janet, never. Why? Shut the fuck up. That's my take on him. You know, does it have to be said? Does it have to be said now? Does it have to be said by you? And the answer shouldn't be yes to all three of them questions from Justin Timberlake. But again, I'm not kicking his back in right now.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
No, it doesn't have to.
I'm not going to do that.
Said.
It shouldn't be. It doesn't have to be, and it shouldn't be.
I disagree.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, I disagree, man. I don't think it has to be said by him. No, I can't say that it has to be. But if he's watching this, seeing it on play,
don't drive me into the mental health home and then fucking try to do your best to get me out of there when that's part of the reason why.
Maybe I regret driving you in there.
Maybe
I regret
hey,
that.
who gives a
A lot of people though.
I'm not.
Some people just feel bad about the shit they did though. They realize, or they didn't know at the time what they was doing.
I'm the victim. Why do I give a fuck about who regrets what or why they did what? I'm only staying in the mindset of someone who is a victim. Y'all keep giving me all these excuses and reasons for a nigga that did the shit.
But you don't know if the victim is in that mindset. You're setting that.
I know you're saying if. I know you're saying if.
I don't know. I'm not friends with them.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, because you're saying,
but even watch this. Even if
there could be if
that
they are,
is nasty.
Two ifs.
If they are, then you'd have called her. You might have shut the fuck up. You might not have said.
He might not have access to call her.
He might have called her.
We don't know what he did.
And he might be using his platform and his popularity to shed more light on the situation.
Y'all fucking colonizer caping. I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all. All I'm saying, don't drive me to the group home and then help me get out. I'm cool.
Got you.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, me too.
I disagree with that.
I disagree. But again, we can agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's okay.
No. I know.
We have to on this one because
will we all still be friends?
Yeah.
I think so.
I asked that.
Shut
now.
the fuck up.
I left my gun in the
asked.
truck.
You
I didn't
never
even
know.
bring it in with me.
You
Yo,
never know.
I didn't bring my gun in
Your
with me. It's in the
imaginary gun for our sponsors listening.
Oh.
It's not the NRAA.
A, just one A.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, it's one A.
NRAA.
NRAA.
Has another A on that shit.
Brittany says, I just want to tell you guys a little secret. I believe as people, we all want the fairy tale life. And by the way I posted, my life seems to look and be pretty amazing. I think that's what we all strive for. That was one of my mother's best traits. No matter how shitty a day was when I was younger, for the sake of me and my siblings, she always pretended like everything was okay. I'm bringing this to people's attention because I don't want people to think my life is perfect, because it definitely is not at all. And if you have read anything about me in the news this week, you obviously really know now it's not. I apologize for pretending like I've been okay the past 2 years. I did because of my pride, and I was embarrassed to share what happened to me. But honestly, who doesn't want to capture their Instagram in a fun light? Believe it or not, pretending that I'm okay has actually helped. So I decided to post this quote today because, by golly, if you're going through hell, I feel like Instagram has helped me to have a cool outlet to share my presence, existence, and to simply feel like I matter despite what I was going through, and hey, it worked. So I've decided to start reading more fairy tales. Oh, go Britney. Good for her.
That was
Crazy to me how you
very
could
well written.
feel like that after just... She changed music, man.
Yeah.
Free Britney.
Free Britney. I'm really concerned with how this is possible.
It's crazy.
Yo, when you start talking that law shit, anything is possible. Shit that you would not think was possible is possible. For real. Like with the law, yo, that shit is just different. And it's somebody else's interpretation of the law. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could have two judges that'll give you a totally different verdict.
Mm-hmm.
They both judges. They both been appointed by the state or the government, whatever the case may be.
Their interpretation. Of
Yeah,
the law.
you could look at it as one thing. I could look at it as something totally different. So it's like the luck, like literally the luck of the draw.
But
Shit
why
is
is there no statute of limitations for this?
Because she
This could
still,
just go on in perpetuity
Apparently.
yeah,
until a federal judge overrides this?
or a judge. Period.
Oh, Jesus.
See, under U.S. law,
Oh, my God. Under U.S.
conservatorship is
law.
appointment of a guardian or protected by a judge.
Or by statute to manage the financial affairs and or daily life of another person due to an old age or physical or mental limitations. There it is. And
There you go.
A person under conservatorship is a conservatee, a term that can refer to an adult.
Once they tag that, like he said,
Yeah,
once they
but there
tag
needs
that
to be
mental
a
limitation-
special services section of conservatorship that deals with like mega stars. Like the same way the Army vets get some of the Army vets, if you're lucky enough, get some special attention for whatever PTSD you might be going through from what you've seen in the field. The same thing applies to her.
Look, it says how she got there. Go back.
And it also, in
Down.
in a situation like that, there's a question
there.
here. It should be some type of reevaluations needed. Like,
How
even
did
if,
she
even if
get
you were
into-
able to get that off originally.
I don't see
they
how
should
they
have
don't
to-
overturn this after,
Yeah,
hearing
like-
her testimony.
Agreed.
Like, you got to hear that she can handle her.
Actually, if I allow my brain to just go further in that,
You could
I
see
take
it.
it back.
Yeah, you could see it.
I take it back. Britney is big business.
Yeah, you could see it.
Britney is big business, man.
That's sad.
It's a shame. That
Fam,
some
she said when
sad
she was
shit.
doing her residency in Vegas, she didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, they forced her to do it.
They
That's
gave her the
nuts.
schedule, told her, you have to do this, 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 and this.
Think about you not wanting to perform.
I don't know if she's still signed to anybody. I don't know.
I have no idea. Jive, they said? I thought they said Jive.
It was Jive back in the day,
It was
but I don't
Jive.
know what the current
Back in the day,
status
it
of
was Jive.
that contract is.
That's nuts.
Yeah, this is nuts.